Sonia Noel is a leading Caribbean fashion designer with an eye for cutting-edge style and innovative designs. Hailing from the lush country of Guyana, Sonia has distinguished herself making her brand, Mariska Designs, appropriate for all sizes, ages, and also includes a line of designer men's shirts and suits. Her classic work has graced runways from the Caribbean to Europe to India, with exotic colors and fine fabrics handpicked by the master designer. I caught up with Sonia at the Bay Gardens Beach Resort to get her views on Caribbean fashion and the inspiration behind her trend-setting resort line. Sonia, it seems like you live and breathe the Caribbean in your designs. Is that so?
It's in my DNA. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I go to sleep, and it's just there, the ideas and the creativity. And living in Guyana, I mean, flora and fauna, there's no other way to get better inspiration from there.
Oh my God, it's so vast in Guyana.
Oh yes, and it's not because I travel through the region, and I mean Barbados. One time I got one of my my turquoise collection being at Bathsheba for the day.
Wow.
So the Caribbean as a whole, it's a place that you can just totally wake up one day and just, that's it.
And be inspired every day.
Look where we are today.
I know, right? Isn't it fabulous?
Oh.
The sun could not be more golden.
Like earlier I was on the balcony and I said, oh, look at this. There's no better place to be than to be in the Caribbean.
And you look like sunset.
Oh, wow. Part of my resort line.
Now, what was it like growing up in Guyana?
Oh, well, growing up not only in Guyana, because I never grew up in the city, I was in the country, and being in the river, like I was like a little fish, swimming for hours in the river, going and picking fruits from, because we never bought fruits. You know, everybody, cousin or anybody had avocado and oranges, pineapples, everything was free. So then, free and fresh, exactly, with no fertilizer.
Right.
So growing up in the country, I would not trade that for anything. Like recently, I went and they're listening to the fowls, they crow in the morning. I kind of miss that, you know. So when I feel a bit stressed, I go back home and I get rejuvenated.
Now you mentioned your resort line. Tell us all about it, Sonia.
Oh, and look at you. And that's in the Caribbean. I mean, when people hear the Caribbean, they think about beautiful resort, beaches, exotic clothing, and free-flowing, breezy, and colorful.
They think about Bay Gardens Beach Resort,
yes.
St. Lucia at sunset.
And the thing is, I mean, when you walk into a place with a piece of Caribbean designers clothing, people, it gets your attention.
It's a showstopper.
It's a showstopper. And I'm actually working right now on a resort bridal collection.
Ooh. Sonia, keep us posted. Now, for up-and-coming designers, emerging designers, what advice can you give them? Because there's so much temptation now with the new technology age. You know, you don't always look to home now. Now you look abroad to see what others' trends are and styles are. What advice could you give to the younger ones?
But I actually think that people in the Caribbean are becoming sensitized to local clothing, and they're more appreciative of Caribbean clothing. And for young designers up and coming, I always say, like any career path, there are going to be hurdles, so you have to love it from here, because design in the world of fashion can look very glamorous, but there's a lot of hard work behind the scenes, and you have to like it, because when you encounter hurdles, you're going to just quit.
Right.
Because many times, I'm sure myself and many others will have problems, and sometimes being in the Caribbean space, sometimes you feel like we're not going forward fast enough, and you can get very frustrated. But loving it from the heart, creativity is not enough, because there are lots of creative people, a lot of talented people. You have to love what you do, not doing it because somebody else is doing it or it looks glamorous. So, but there's a lot out there. There's a lot of talent in the last, I would say, 10-15 years in the region. You've seen so many young people who thought about it but never thought that it was a field that they could have ventured into. But now there are so many shows in the region. There's Guyana, there's St. Lucia, there's Jamaica, Trinidad and Tobago. So many fashion weeks is emerging, and the talent is a given. In the Caribbean, we are blessed. We are just the way we stand, the way we talk, the food, everything is colorful. And
our wardrobe is as stress-free as our lifestyle.
Oh, yes.
Now, if you could, for those who are new to the Caribbean fashion scene, those who are new to the term resort wear, what could you say to summarize the essence of the Caribbean fashion industry?
Caribbean fashion, very unique, and there is an emerging style, which is the Caribbean brand, and the world is looking at us right now, because we have something very special to offer the world.
Wow, you're in St. Lucia a lot. Tell me about the island, your experience here.
Absolutely love it. One day I was here having lunch. The two pitons, we were positioned right in the middle there, and you look over and you see all the boats, and it's like you don't want to be anywhere else in the world.
So you book your wedding in St. Lucia. Sonia's got the bridal wear covered, no worries. And keep watching IX. We got more in store right here in St. Lucia. Thank you, Sonia.
Thank you.
Fabulous. Let's give them a pose.
Oh, yes.
Still to come on Island Exclusive. Island Exclusive is brought to you by the Bay Gardens Beach Resort and Spa in St. Lucia.